The beauty industry, huh? Always on the hunt for the next big trend.
Always.
Right.
Yep.
And this time it might be AI. Like, seriously changing the game. We're going to deep dive into all that today.
Yeah.
Specifically, how ChatGPT is already making waves.
Yeah.
So we found this super interesting article. It's called How ChatGPT in Beauty Practices Transforms Results.
Okay.
And it's by Esteves Jr.,
Okay.
published really recently, just end of December 29th, 2024.
Oh, wow.
And, okay, full disclosure, it's in Portuguese.
Okay.
But trust me, the insights in here, they're universal. And look,
Yeah.
whether you're a beauty pro or, just someone who likes to stay ahead of the curve, we're going to break down how this tech is being used and, more importantly, what it means for the future. Like, how we interact with brands is going to change, I think.
Yeah, and it's fascinating because this isn't just some, like, tech gimmick,
Right.
ChatGPT can actually understand the emotional side of beauty.
Yeah, and that's always
Which the industry has always been so good at.
huge, right? Okay, so maybe let's take a step back for a sec. For anyone who, hasn't been glued to beauty talk lately, what exactly is ChatGPT?
So imagine, right, you have this, like, super smart assistant, and they can instantly process tons of information and then just write anything you need, like catchy slogans, full articles.
Wow.
That's ChatGPT in a nutshell. And, like, the secret sauce is that it's built on this massive amount of text data.
Oh, interesting.
So it can understand and generate, like, human-like text.
So it's not just like spitting out the same, generic response every time.
No, that's what's so cool. It
Yeah.
can actually tailor the output to, like, very specific needs.
That is powerful,
Yeah.
especially for an industry like beauty where personalization is everything.
Exactly. And that's where it gets really interesting, especially for beauty. Like, let's take product descriptions, for instance.
Sure.
The article talks about how beauty brands are actually using ChatGPT to write descriptions that, like, don't just list features.
Okay.
They're tapping into those emotions that make us want to buy stuff.
Right, because we're not just buying a lipstick because it's red.
Yeah.
We're buying it because it makes us feel powerful or glamorous.
Exactly.
Like it's a whole vibe.
Exactly. And ChatGPT can capture that in words. Like, the article even has this example prompt. In Portuguese, it's "Crie uma descrição emocional para serum facial anti-idade que transmita luxo e eficácia."
Oh.
Which basically means create an emotional description for an anti-aging facial serum that conveys luxury and effectiveness.
So instead of saying, this serum reduces wrinkles, you're getting, indulge in a luxurious experience that'll turn back the clock.
Yes.
Reveal a radiant, youthful you, like that kind of thing.
Spot on. And that shift, right, from logic to emotion, I mean,
It's huge.
it's powerful. It makes you want the product, not just need it.
Yeah, that's marketing gold right there. But, okay, what I'm really interested in is this whole idea of personalized recommendations.
Yeah.
The article, it talks about how ChatGPT can actually analyze customer data and, suggest products that are truly tailored to you.
Yeah, think about how often you felt, like, overwhelmed by choices.
Oh, all the time.
Especially shopping for beauty products, right? ChatGPT cuts through the noise, gives you that curated selection based on your skin type, even your style.
So it's like having your own personal beauty consultant.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
Yeah. The article gives another good prompt example here. It's "Sugira uma rotina de cuidados para pele oleosa, incluyendo productos e horarios de aplicación." So that means suggest a skincare routine for oily skin, including products and application times.
Oh, wow.
It's about giving you that experience that builds trust.
Yeah. And loyalty, too.
Totally. It's not just about selling more,
Right.
but creating, like, a real relationship.
I'm sensing a theme here.
What's that?
It's not just about using ChatGPT to, do things faster.
Right.
It's about using it to create a more human experience, I think.
You're totally right. And I think that's one thing that makes this tech so different. It's not just efficiency.
Right.
It's about actual connection.
So speaking of connection, what about content creation? I mean, the beauty world lives and breathes on social media.
Sure.
Could ChatGPT help with, writing those catchy captions, the blog posts, and all that?
Oh, absolutely. The article, it highlights how powerful ChatGPT can be for that. Imagine being able to generate those descriptions, write those blog posts about skincare, or even come up with, like, Instagram captions, all with the help of AI.
Oh my gosh, I need to step up my social media game.
Right.
This could be a game changer for anyone in the beauty industry or honestly, any industry.
Absolutely. And it even gives a prompt example for social media. It's cree una leyenda cativante para promover una nova línea de esmaltes con efecto holográfico, which means create a captivating caption to promote a new line of holographic nail polish.
Oh, ChatGPT would go wild with that one.
Right.
Galactic sparkle, futuristic shine, like, give me all the adjectives.
It would be amazing. But here's where it gets interesting, right? ChatGPT can totally help, but you don't want to lose that, like, human authenticity.
Right. You don't want it to sound like, a robot wrote everything.
Exactly. It's about finding that balance.
Yeah.
Using AI to make things easier, but
Yeah.
still keeping your own voice.
Okay, so it's a partnership,
Yeah.
not a replacement.
It's like AI can be a tool, but it's up to us to use it wisely.
Yeah, I like that. Empowering ourselves, not, becoming reliant.
Exactly.
Okay, so now for something a little more controversial.
Oh.
The article also talks about ChatGPT in customer service.
The chatbot debate.
Right.
It makes sense that some people are, like, hesitant to talk to a machine instead of a person.
Totally.
But we should look at the potential benefits, too.
Okay, like, are we talking about replacing customer service reps entirely?
Not really. It's more about taking care of those, like, frequently asked questions,
Okay.
the repetitive things that customer service teams get all the time. ChatGPT can handle those.
Makes sense.
And then the human staff can focus on the more complicated stuff.
So working smarter, not harder?
Exactly. And the article, it has this helpful example prompt for that. It says, desenvolva respostas educadas e informativas para dúvidas comuns sobre aplicación de productos capilares. So basically, it's like training ChatGPT to be a hair care expert ready to answer anything about application techniques.
So, like, you have a 247 beauty advisor.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I do wonder, like, how comfortable are people really with that?
Yeah.
Is it truly helpful, or does it just feel impersonal?
That's such a good question.
Right.
And it's something we'll have to keep thinking about as AI becomes more, well, everywhere.
Yeah, it's tricky.
Yeah.
Finding that right balance
Yeah.
where technology helps, but doesn't, lose that human touch.
Totally.
It definitely gets you thinking, which, hey, that's what these deep dives are all about, right?
Yeah.
Getting us to think differently and consider new possibilities.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, for sure. And this article, it brings up some, like, really important points about tech and the beauty industry,
Yeah.
like how they're changing together.
Totally. Like, is it all good? Are there any downsides to, like, giving AI so much power?
That's the big question. And it's one we'll probably keep asking as AI gets, even smarter. But okay, remember personalized recommendations.
Yeah.
We talked about how cool they are, but, like, what about the potential for, what are they called?
Echo chambers.
Yeah, echo chambers. Like, if AI only shows you stuff based on what you've liked before, does it stop you from finding new things?
Oh, that's a good point. You're stuck in your own little bubble.
Yeah, it's tricky. Personalized recommendations can be awesome, right? They save time, help you find things you love, but they could also, like, limit your options.
So how do you fix that? How do we make sure AI is, like, expanding our horizons, not shrinking them?
Well, it's tough, but I think part of it is transparency. Like, people need to understand how these algorithms work.
Yeah, and what data they're using.
Exactly. And brands need to be careful about, bias in those systems.
That makes sense. It's about being informed, asking the right questions.
Yeah.
Okay, switching gears a bit, I'm curious about the content creation side. Like, if everyone starts using ChatGPT to write their marketing stuff, wouldn't it all sound the same?
Yeah, it's a valid worry. There's definitely a risk of, like, everything becoming generic
Right.
if everyone relies too much on AI. But it also depends on how you use the tech. ChatGPT can be great for, brainstorming,
Yeah.
coming up with ideas, even writing first drafts. But it's still up to us, the humans, to make it sound real.
So it's more of a collaboration,
Exactly.
not like AI taking over completely.
Think of ChatGPT as your, like, writing buddy.
Okay.
It helps you get unstuck, try new things, work faster, but you're still the one in charge.
Okay, that's reassuring. I was imagining, like, a world where all the ads sound like,
Robots.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of robots, I keep thinking about customer service. It feels like there's a fine line between, like, helpful and just weird.
Totally. And that's why it's so important to, like, keep the human element in mind.
Right.
You don't want to get rid of human interaction completely.
Yeah.
It's more about finding ways to make things, easier and more personal.
So less I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
Right.
And more, hey, I see you're into curly hair products. Have you tried our new leave-in?
Yes, exactly. It's about using AI to figure out what people need, give them useful info, make them feel valued.
And honestly, sometimes a chatbot is better than waiting on hold forever.
Right. At least you get a quick answer.
Totally. So the article's prompt examples, they're really helpful for that.
Yeah, they show you how to, train ChatGPT to be really good at specific things.
So it's not just throwing a random chatbot out there.
No.
It's about being strategic.
It's about making the experience really good for the customer.
I'm curious, are there any ethical things brands should think about with AI customer service?
Oh, yeah, that's super important. Transparency is key. People should know they're talking to an AI, and brands need to be honest about how they're using data.
It all comes back to trust, I guess.
Absolutely. Building trust is huge, whether it's with a human or an AI. And to do that, you got to be clear about what the tech can and can't do.
So much to think about. This deep dive has been really eye-opening.
Yeah, me too. We've only just started to see how AI is going to change the beauty industry, I think.
It feels like just the beginning.
And what's cool is it goes way beyond just beauty.
Right.
We're talking about a whole new way for brands to connect with people.
It's a bigger conversation than just, selling lipstick.
Yeah, it's about creating these personalized, engaging, meaningful experiences.
And that's relevant to everyone.
Exactly. Every industry.
So basically, whether you're a beauty fanatic or a tech nerd,
yeah,
this AI thing, it's something we all need to be aware of.
totally. The way we interact with brands is changing fast.
Yeah.
AI is a big part of that, and we got to understand how it works, what it means for the future.
This has been amazing. I'm already picturing a future where I have a virtual beauty guru on call 247 giving me personalized advice and answering all my questions.
And maybe even writing you a custom bedtime story based on, your favorite skincare ingredients.
Okay, that's hilarious.
Right.
But seriously, to everyone listening, what do you think? How do you see AI changing the way you interact with brands? Are you excited? Are you a little freaked out? Let us know on social media. We want to hear your thoughts.
And hey, maybe your ideas will inspire our next deep dive.
Okay, so as we wrap up our deep dive into ChatGPT and all things beauty, I got to ask, what's the one big thing you hope people listening, take away from this?
Ooh, that's a good one. I think for me, it boils down to this. AI isn't some far off thing anymore, It's already here and it's already changing things. And especially in beauty, we see it with personalized recommendations, content creation, even customer service.
Yeah, and we talked about this, but it's not just about making those things faster or more efficient, right?
No, absolutely not. This article really hit on how important emotion is in beauty.
Yeah.
Even with AI, it's about creating those experiences that really connect with people. Yeah.
Whether it's a product description that makes you feel good or a chatbot that actually gets your hair type,
It all goes back to that connection.
Yeah, exactly.
It seems like, I don't know, the magic happens when tech and humanity can work together.
Yeah, for sure. We can't forget about the potential downsides, right?
The echo chambers.
Yeah, echo chambers, losing that human touch. We've got to be aware of those. But we also got to be open to the possibilities. Right?
Oh, totally. This deep dive has really got me thinking. I can picture a future where I have this AI beauty consultant always there to give me advice, answer questions, all that.
Maybe even write you a bedtime story using your favorite skincare ingredients.
Okay, stop. You're going to make me buy everything.
Right.
But no, seriously, to everyone listening out there, how do you see AI changing things? Are you excited? A little scared? Tell us about it on social media. We love hearing from you.
And hey, who knows? Maybe your ideas will be our next deep dive.
Until next